What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jason Harvey. We are live and direct from New York City. It is Fashion Week, so everybody is here in town. I know previously we've had the podcast, so we did a little bit of shuffling. So the podcast, we will definitely be back in session very, very, very soon. So look out for that. We have our girl Queen. She's going to be joining us, so it'll be the three of us doing an amazing podcast. We will be dropping some promo for that really, really, really soon. Also, the title of the new podcast. But today we're going to be talking with TheRealMo'Siah, aka Big Bob, streaming right now on all streaming platforms. So we're about to get into it. So let's just start off really quickly. It is Fashion Week. Everybody's here in New York City. Any specific shows that you feel that you're looking forward to seeing, or any favorite brands that you love?
I love every brand, not every brand. Not every brand. Of course, I want to see Versace. Of course, I want to see Alexander Wang. We love Wangy. Louis Vuitton. If Louis Vuitton is here, I definitely want to see Alaya, Jill Sonda, everybody.
Love it. All right, so the new single, Big Bob, is out.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just get right into it. Everybody wants to know, like, who is Big Bob? Who is this character? Where did it come from? Why? So just explain a little bit about Big Bob and how that started.
Big Bob has always been here. I think, like, I wrote something a couple of years ago in 2022, and you was like, nah, you got to make that a character. Like,
Yeah.
So I definitely made that a character years later afterwards. And then everybody was like, yo, you into fashion, like you're a model and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, I've always been doing it. I'm just stepping my shit up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, Queen, the real Queen, my girl, she's like, what happened? Where the music at? So literally a couple weeks ago of last year, I wrote Big Bob.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel when people felt like you were stepping back because you weren't doing music as consistently as you have in the past, and maybe thought that you'd maybe given up, or you're into something different?
The transition for people, it just seemed like I had given up. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really giving up. I just was trying to make sure everything was leveled. I wanted to make sure my music and my fashion was on the same, wavelength. And people wasn't really feeling that. I put out Versace Lens, they was feeling that. I put out New York, they was feeling that. And after that, I was like, all right, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm doing Tom Brown and shit. Everybody's like, what happened to the music?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm getting invited to mad shit. Like, I'm putting out content. I just want you to know I'm still doing music. I'm writing albums. I got like 2-3 albums written and stuff like that. Just wait. I just want y'all to, to really feel and fuck with me.
But I also think that music and fashion go hand in hand, and I think that we know that from seeing, any artist. Honestly, they goes definitely hand in hand. So I think that actually playing with that and kind of just incorporating that, I think it just makes sense anyway.
Right.
To kind of incorporate fashion in it. So, what is the inspiration behind, like, Big Bob? We obviously see, like, the hair change, different things like that. So what is the inspiration or the origin of, like, the character that you created?
So I just want to say there was always a little Big Bob in me. I always felt when I was a kid like I was always a part of the mob. Like, my family come from a deep, deep past of, like, drug dealers and, mobsters and stuff like that. So they used to hang around in Harlem and with a lot of people, can't say names. You already know what happened. Yeah, that's it. But that was the heavy influence, just back in the 70s and 80s and 90s and stuff like that.
No, definitely. Aside from Big Bob, can you give a little bit of insight about, like, what this new project is going to be like?
Yeah, Big Bob, or the project in itself, is just a different or the same me, but elevated, little grown, really talking a lot of shit that I normally didn't talk back then, here now versus outspoken. And now is totally different. So you'll definitely see the difference in how the age is. You know what I mean?
Nice. That's good. I mean, growth is always good in artistry, and I think that is it's a difficult thing for, I think, supporters to sometimes adapt to. Um, how do you cope with, as you change and as you use the word elevated, as you continue to grow and even challenge this project and a few things that you've done prior as far like different singles, how maybe certain people who have supported doesn't support as much anymore, or maybe they feel like they don't relate as much now. Like, how does that make you feel? How do you handle that as you're changing and certain people don't change with you?
I used to be a little offended, but I understand everybody can't grow with you on your journey. Who started out with you, who I was back then isn't who I am now. I'm a little smarter. I make smarter decisions, better decisions. My communication level and my self-assurance is 10 times better than what it was back then. I have a level of confidence in myself that I probably never seen in my entire life. So I trust myself. So when you start to trust yourself, you start to see people really declining and backing out from you and your energy, your new energy.
No, definitely no. I totally agree. Getting back to like the project, right? What are some things that are different this time? Is it any different sounds? Maybe different instruments or different like what is different on this project?
Like Big Bob in itself, like we got van pipes and violins and drums and snares and hi-hats and 808s. Like it's an intimidation like sound. I'm not trying to intimidate people, but it's intimidating to get on something as chaotic as all of those instruments.
That's very true.
So back then I had intricate details of those, but nothing on this level.
Yeah. How has it been to starting to record and in the middle of this project? Because it's been a while.
Yeah.
How was it to get back into like the studio after not have been in the studio for a long time?
It's like riding a bike, but you get a little rusty. Mm-hmm. So, I recorded Big Bob. You already know, you was there. Yeah. So we recorded Big Bob the first time, and I didn't feel like it fit. There was a lot of differences. Producers matter.
Yeah.
Engineers matter. The atmosphere matters. And I'm big on energy. And if my energy doesn't sync well with where I am, throw the whole song away. Let's trash it. Let's do it again.
Yeah. Talk a little bit more about like engineers and what that relationship needs to look like for any artist. Because somebody had mentioned to me about engineers as well too. Sometimes, you don't always get the opportunity to work with the same engineers as you did on previous projects. And sometimes you have to change your engineer depending on a sound. Exactly. So tell me about that, because I know you have an engineer that you really, really love that's not here in New York City. Yeah. And I know you had a really hard time with trying to adapt to new engineers. So talk about that.
Questions. I wasn't prepared.
No, it's okay. You don't have to be prepared. But it's a really good thing, because somebody mentioned engineers to me, and I know that you wasn't even going to record for a minute because you wanted to literally travel to get the same engineer that you had before. So talk about that process of like engineers and working with new people.
Right. So my engineer Brian out in DC, good Grammy nominated engineer, great. When I first met him, it was during The Last Messiah. The EP was crazy. Probably one of my best selling work to date, which I'm proud of. But it was like a marriage, a complete marriage. Like anything that I asked for, whether it was bells or whatever have you, he put in, he already knew what I wanted before I even said it. So it was just like a perfect marriage. So without an engineer, like your music really is like cut off. You know what I mean?
No,
like you have to have that perfect engineer that really knows what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Have you ever had a time where maybe you purchased a beat that you were getting ready to put something down on to record, and then somebody else had the beat?
Absolutely.
And had to change.
Oh, yeah. So I have purchased a beat, very expensive beat. Another artist, I didn't even know the artist at the time. So I have put a snippet out, and someone actually, I guess, tagged the artist in, and the artist saw it. and his shit was already running, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I'm gonna have to scrap it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that that's the interesting thing about when you are an independent artist, right? Like we don't have opportunities to get with like major producers and sit down and, we can't afford to pay, $200,000 for a beat, right? So we're all choosing from the same pile of music, right?
Yeah,
And
give me some
sometimes,
fresh beats.
you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's really hard. So it's really good to like network and get with producers who can actually like customize beats and different things like that.
Yeah.
But we don't have it to be able to like sit down and give somebody $100K for a beat, right? So we're
Right.
all picking from the same pile of beats,
Right.
right? So sometimes even me getting into it, I hate to even tag producers now because I don't know if somebody's gonna like something that I have and then be like, well, let me see what else they have. You know what I mean? So like that kind of gets like a little bit tricky. Explain to people who don't understand, because now I'm learning a little bit more about it, about the importance of purchasing.
Ooh, okay. The importance of exclusive
Yes.
purchasing. It's important because when you have exclusive rights, only you are able to use and utilize that beat.
Right.
Now, the difference between basic and then unlimited, it comes down from rights and how much you can sell and stuff like that. So it's very, very important to actually have an exclusive right for that.
No, absolutely.
Because anybody can have a basic, right to something. You could sell 250 copies or 2,500 copies. That's nothing. You can sell that if you are, an artist who's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
You can easily sell that. If you're a new artist, great. You could do a basic. But if you've been doing this for a little bit, just make sure you get that exclusive.
Yeah. I asked you to talk about that a little bit because I think that sometimes when people see high streams, they think that it equals a huge dollar amount. So explain to people when they see things like if you post and you're happy about an achievement such as maybe 30 or 40,000 streams, like give them an idea of
it's equivalent to $10.
Thank you. And I think that people need to understand that. $10. So when you see streams like that, please know that we're not walking away with like hundreds and thousands of dollars. Like, trust me, it's not. You don't even get $1,000.
People be like, "That's my rich uncle." How?
No.
How am I getting that? Did you purchase?
Yeah.
Purchasing. You gotta purchase these artists' albums, singles.
Yeah.
It's important. $9.99 for an album is great. 99 cents is great. It's equivalent. I need the money so that I can continue to do the music on. People be like, well, when's your next? Like, y'all didn't see me get off a helicopter? Yeah, like that's out of my own pocket. That's not equivalent to money that you purchased. To give to me.
But talk about that too, because you don't even have to get into specific like dollar amounts, but talk about it because I know for a fact that you don't have a stylist.
No.
So you don't have anybody who's hired on payroll. You know what I'm saying?
No
like
artist.
You do a lot of stuff on your own.
Yeah.
So, explain to people because you don't go to showrooms and pick pieces out and return them.
No.
And bring them back. And we're not, and I'm not talking about anybody. No, I have to say that. And I'm not talking about, listen, if you are an independent artist, whether no matter what genre you are in, if you have it to have a stylist and you can pull luxury pieces and send it back because you're still paying a stylist. Right. So it doesn't make you whack. It doesn't mean that you don't have it. If you have $5,000 to pay a stylist and it can bring you to a showroom and you can pick out anything you want and wear it for a video shoot or a magazine or whatever you do, I applaud that. I think that if we could all have that, we all be super fly and have a look. But I know that you don't have stylists and you don't work with people like that. So you buy your own pieces. They're yours. You own them.
Right.
And I think that we need to get into that a little bit more because I know a lot of other artists too who they don't have stylists. They literally buy their own pieces and put everything together and then they go when they shoot and they film. I think that people need to understand what that is. I think that people just think that maybe you just shop all day and you just have it like that. But like you really prepare. You do vision boards, mood boards, like
all of
talk
that.
About your process a little bit because I think people should know that.
Yeah. Like whenever you have an idea, whether it starts with a beat, whether it starts with, you writing whatever, it could be a sentence that you say in your music and you have like, an idea of how this is going to go, what designer you want to go with, what location you want to film at or what have you. But yeah, I went. Remember, I was going to Versace like every week just to pull pieces myself, and I paid that out of pocket. It's nothing that I returned. Everything is in my closet. We could do something like that.
Yep.
Where you were going through my actual closet. Like these were actual pieces that I totally loved and took the time and opportunity. And I studied Versace and I studied Gianni and how he passed away and stuff like that. And I wanted to emulate that and pay homage to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even speaking on that, like even talk about like, you know, it gets pricey. Like
we flew there
to Miami.
We flew
like,
to Miami.
Go back a little bit for like Versace Lens. Like give a little bit about like what that process was, because you did it in like 24 hours.
So for months, I was calling the Versace mansion, just trying to make sure that I was getting a specific room at the mansion. And, you know, I purchased it, very expensive. I purchased our tickets to go there and stuff like that. I got a rental car.
Yeah.
What else? When we get there, what did they say?
So the room that you actually wanted, it was not available.
It was not available.
So now you kind of centered your whole vision and video around this one specific room. And when we got there, they couldn't do anything about it.
Nothing
so we could not
about
even get the room, like not at all. We could not get this room. So you were upset.
Yeah, I was totally upset.
You were really
Jason
upset.
was like, all right, shift your energy. I'm going to go upstairs real quick. And I'm going to come back down and, you know, see how it is. I was livid.
No, he really hated the room. I actually loved the room, to be honest with you. And we didn't realize it. It was like this door. The way
pictures didn't do it.
I don't know. Maybe you can post some stuff.
Yeah.
You know, once we put this out.
Yeah.
Because there's like a wall, but the way like Versace's like this specific suite is that the door was like a part of like a wall.
Yeah.
So when we like pushed it open or like we slid it to the side, it was a whole nother living room.
It was like a hidden compartment.
It was huge. It had like this, I think, a zebra couch or something that was in there. I can't remember.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And I was like, yo, it's a whole other room in here. And it was huge.
Yeah.
And then I think that kind of like shifted your energy a little bit. But
I was
even
like, oh, the bathroom was nice. It was all gold trimmings and bidets, and the bathroom could fit 10 people, literally 10 people in it. It was something out of a movie.
Yeah, I think that was honestly the first time, because before that I've seen you record a video and I've seen you do other things. To me, that was the moment that I was just like, wow, like this is a lot of work.
A lot of work.
And I take my hat off to any artist that's independent and really, really trying to do this.
Or even
you know what
New
I'm saying?
Remember New Chain?
Or even New Chain. Like when people like you go places. You know what I'm saying?
Places,
to really
travel.
like film things and really try to like bring an idea to like, you know, to make it come to life. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a really like huge deal. Also, like within this project, can you touch a little bit on subject matters? Like what are some subject matters that you are going to be, you know, without giving too much, but like
I'm talking about every subject matter, heartbreak, and I'm not talking about love. I'm talking about, you know, people passing away in my life, and me disconnecting from the world and trying to find myself again. New body, new mindset, new money, lost the money, regained of it, just a new foundation, period. Yeah.
But that's good. You had posted too recently about sharing your streams and the different things, and that people are starting to listen to other things within your catalog.
Oh yeah.
What is there anything in your catalog that people are streaming that are previous that you're shocked that like why are people listening to this, or why they're listening to this?
I am shocked. Like FIM, like I knew when I made that song that it would be like a big thing. I never promoted it the way that I should have promoted it, because it was a little, you know, derogatory.
Yeah.
So I kind of shied away from it. I wasn't really prepared for that. But to see that now from 2019, that it's regaining and resurfacing streams and stuff like that, I think that's a beautiful thing. Also took them. I wish me and the boys could have did something, you know. Shout out to Doug the Savage and Prince Eric. I wish we could have did a music video on
that's
that.
streaming too again.
That song is stay streaming,
that's
and
streaming again a lot.
and it's not even like it's streaming in the United States. It's streaming overseas, and I can't wait till we like get to the point where we're in Europe and doing shit like that.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Is there anything in your catalog, just like randomly, that you hear or you listen to some of your music and you be like, "Why I should have never recorded this record"?
Nintendo.
Really?
Sorry, bossy. Yeah, I feel like Nintendo is one of my worst songs. Like
Really?
that beat was given to me. It was a challenge to actually make, but Nintendo, I know my nieces and nephews, they love that song. They call me, they jump up and down listening to the song because of course it's a video game, right?
Yeah.
But that's something that's not me.
But you know what? Oddly enough, like funny thing, like I'm not mad at that song because honestly, I feel like it feels like a video game.
Really?
So I feel like if you can hear the bounciness, so I feel like overall, like it's nailed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it sounds exactly like a video game. Wow, I was shocked. I didn't think
it was supposed to be like a head knocker. It was supposed to be like a midway rock rap type song. You know, I didn't really execute it the way that I should have. If I could, I would go back in the studio and remake that song.
Wow.
Just to make it better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So this project, what are you thinking? Like, what is the kind of like a theme? Like, we know who Big Bob is, but is there a vibe? Like, I know, like on the last project, like,
it's
you kind of did the whole like,
bring back nostalgia, bring back old hip hop. I don't want to see none of this new hip hop shit. Like, bring back that old shit. You hear me? Definitely. Storytelling, a good rollout. Mad shit, hairstyles, kicks. I want to see, I got a new song coming out. Tim's and fucking Pele, like
that
I want to see niggas in all Pele and shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see niggas in all Tim's and shit. Like I want to see that fly shit of New York. I want to see that. Bring back nostalgia.
No, I love that. I was talking to somebody, I won't say who it is, but he knows who it is when he watches it. You know who it is too. And we're talking about how some songs don't translate in other cities. You know, so for example, like I heard some of what you do, like for this project. You know, does it ever frighten you to have to perform any of these somewhere else where maybe like a New York sound or a vibe is not really accepted?
Like going to California, doing Big Bob.
Yeah,
Big Bob is international. I wouldn't really give a fuck. I feel like that's a central sound.
Yeah.
You know, of course they're gonna be like, oh, this is New York, but that repetitive, everybody's saying, who the fuck is Big Bob? Like, that energy, that's an energetic song.
No, absolutely.
I feel like anybody would gravitate towards that. You know what I mean?
No, definitely. So no fear there.
No
Performing
fear.
somewhere else, no matter where it is.
No fear for that.
That's good. That's good. What is next for you in music and in this specific project? So you have a second single that's going to be coming out.
A second single that I'm going to be dropping. I'm not going to say when right now. You know, we got a couple months coming up, you know, but I want to ease it in because Big Bob ain't finished, baby. Big Bob is just here.
Yeah, no,
so, but I will let y'all know that next year the album will be dropping. So we can get this shit popping off for the rest of the year, period.
Love it. Okay, so since it's Fashion Week, let's talk fashion.
Let's talk fashion.
Yeah, he loves fashion. I work in the fashion industry. Sometimes, like, he knows, like, I get sick of it because I'm in it every day, all day. But I know that you love fashion. They all know that you love fashion. It is Fashion Week. We are definitely outside in New York City. Definitely. I think this is what? The last day, was it coming up Monday, I think?
Monday.
The last day. Maybe like Monday. So we got a few more days left in Fashion Week. But since it's Fashion Week, let's talk fashion. Top to bottom.
Okay. So starting from the top, my earrings are Versace. These are New Season Tiffany hardware.
Love.
My gloves are Versace. I have Michael Kors, that's vintage. I have this Bengali ring, that's vintage. My necklace is Jimmy Choo. This is New Season Manier d'Ivoire. So was the pants.
I like them.
I love Manier d'Ivoire.
I like them. Right? A lot of people are starting to get into them.
Skeptical,
they're really good.
Years ago, I was like, should I really order this? But
Yeah.
it's a great fit.
And I didn't know about that brand, so shout out to Jazzy because you definitely put me onto
Yeah,
that
shout
brand.
out to
I did not know
Jazzy.
about that
Thank you,
brand, but
boo.
you put me onto that brand, and we love it.
We
So
love
thank
you,
for that.
Jazzy.
Okay, what else?
Yes, my tank top is Versace. My bag is vintage Louis Vuitton. And these is motherfucking. I got a 101, nigga. This the archive. Ferragamo, kangaroo, brown and black apartheid. Real Italian.
And so this is what he was talking about when he said brown and black. He's talking about the separation from brown and black because somebody had wrote a comment about something about when you said something about apartheid.
Someone said,
and they thought that they didn't get it. So when you posted the shoe, I was hoping that it kind of like connected, but this is the shoe.
No,
and then it's an archive shoe.
That's
the archive. It really is an archive.
It's a real archive.
No, it is.
I have numbers under the shoe.
Yes, that is an archive.
I believe number 67 out of 100 made.
Yeah.
So
only 100. Definitely.
Real
do you
Italian
believe in high and lows?
I do believe in high and lows.
I love high and lows.
I love high and lows.
I don't mind wearing like a whole sweatsuit from like the Gap and then having like a designer sneaker.
Absolutely.
I love stuff like that. I love doing that.
That's fly.
Yeah.
You know, or you could do like I wear a lot of H&M. I love H&M. I like Zara.
I love Zara. Y'all know I love Zara. I love Zara. I don't mind Zara at all. They have some really
good stuff.
Love Fashion Nova. Even though I think that Fashion Nova is good. Some of the men's stuff is really like absolutely like really, really, really good.
I love Fashion Nova.
No, so now I don't have anything from Shein.
The producer in the back, she's dancing.
Yeah, the producer dancing in the back. No, okay. So I want to talk about Shein for a minute. I don't own anything from Shein, but I love the women's stuff from Shein. Also, they're getting ready to open up a Shein boutique in Atlanta. It's about to be up.
Then I have to
it's about to be up. I'll tell you, it's going to be like a $10 million store. I promise you. They open a Shein boutique. I promise you. No, I read it, and I think it's going to be really good. I think they're going to do a really good job.
I love it.
I don't mind high and lows.
Yeah.
I just wish that sometimes for the men's stuff, it's hard for us to wear things that are not really expensive.
Yeah.
Because I feel like on men, it just looks cheap. I feel like a girl could literally buy a $30 dress
from Pretty Girl
and get her hair and makeup done, and she could wear a Louboutin shoe.
Right.
Her dress could be $30 and she looks like a bad bitch, like a basketball wife.
Some people don't even like to pay $30.
That's what I'm saying.
It could be $12.
Girls really
like $30.
No, girls can look like $1 million with like $100 outfit. With guys, like we can't do that. If our pants are $20 and our shirt's $30, it looks like it is. You know what I'm saying? I think that we don't have that luxury. I feel like sometimes we do have to buy expensive things.
Right.
And sometimes things can be expensive that are not designer.
Exactly.
There's times that I went to Zara, like literally, and I would buy like a jacket from Zara. This is not from Zara, but I would go and buy a jacket that's from Zara, like literally Zara jeans and a shirt, like just to go out for the night. And I could spend almost like $400.
Yes, you can. Well, Zara
and some of y'all is like, oh, that's not expensive. Like $400 in Zara? That's crazy.
It's a midway luxury. And I wish that Zara they just stamp Zara for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not an H&M.
No, it's definitely not. But I love that you love high and lows. I love high and lows too. I think that sometimes people think that everything has to be like labeled head to toe. It doesn't. If you do it and that's your thing, I think it's totally fine. I think it's where you put things together.
Yeah.
If you can put things together, like, I mean, there's sometimes I see guys who wear certain things and I'd be shocked. I'm like, I know this is something. And when they tag the designers on IG, I'm like, wow, that's not even a name. Like,
exactly.
It's just, but it's all on how you put it together.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm totally agree with that. Okay. How many tracks for the album can you say, or can't you
I can't because I am still writing. I just wrote a new song the other day and I'm in love with it because it just gives you a sensual feeling of like, this is where the fuck I am in my life.
See, you're good with that, honestly. and you write really fast.
Yeah.
And he does something that I find like to be like really interesting. Like he will write an entire song and then go find a beat, and then go source a beat. 22. And I think that's so. I can't even do anything.
I might have 22. It might really be an album. Like I'm really where I am right now.
I think it should be.
I scrap songs. Remember, I had
you scrapped a lot of songs.
Yeah, those songs. Like I might put on a mixtape. I'm not gonna say I'm scrapping them for real.
Yeah.
But it's not fitting because I feel like it's periodical. You know what I mean? It's like a period, a time period of when I write it, and you can hear that it's a time period.
No, totally. No, I agree on that. All right. So Fashion Week is here.
Oh yeah, we getting ready to go out tonight.
We're getting ready to go out tonight. We got some cool stuff that's coming on the way as well too. Also, he's hilarious. So when we did the archive, he actually was coming down with a really bad cold when you recorded that night.
Sick.
You were really, really, really sick, but you did it.
First off, you didn't even. look, I had just wrote my verse. He gets in his session and he does it in like 10 to 15 minutes. No lie. He cleaned up what he had to do. That was probably the extra 5 minutes, right? And he had 2 hours left.
We had so much time.
He had so much time. He's like, all right, since you're here, you gonna get in the booth?
Because you already had yours. So I was like, let's just do it all in one time. It didn't make sense. I had 2 hours left.
I hadn't practiced it. So I had to get in the booth, try to remember how I was saying it and shit. You know what I mean? And on top of that, throat on fire, losing my vocals. Like, I think I had, laryngitis?
Yeah, laryngitis. Your voice, you was actually losing your voice.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if you were even going to be able to get through, but I was like, let's just try it. Because we had so much time left.
I love the archive. Stream the archive.
And the archive is doing really, really well.
And I'm so proud of you.
No, thank you. No, I'm proud of you too.
Shout out to our numbers. It's crazy.
No, the numbers, y'all, is really, really, really crazy. And to have the archive, I think now the remix is on what? 4 playlists?
4 playlists.
4 playlists.
13 to 14,000 streams.
Yeah, like it's really crazy.
Big Bob is at like 43,000. Like, I never would have. We're doing good. We didn't even promote this like we should.
Yeah, I didn't even honestly promote because I honestly, I didn't even have time to do. We didn't have time to do a lot of things.
We
didn't do photos. we didn't have no photos. We didn't have like anything. You know what I'm saying? And and Tune, it was a lot of issues with TuneCore.
Yeah. They were saying that I had like right issues and I had to write the producer.
TuneCore became really strict about releasing dates. It's really intense.
Strict. Like, I've never seen it. You would think that you were involved in a real music label. You know how everything is being pushed back and how everything was going. Like, I'm an independent independent artists, and they was giving us some hell.
Yeah.
Like, Big Bob was supposed to be June 20th. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
no, definitely. Yeah. Okay, before we get out of here, 2 last things. Your musical inspirations for this project.
Me. Nah.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
No shit. Me. Fuck you talking about.
I'm not mad at that, though. So you are inspired by yourself. That's a good thing. I think that we can be inspired by ourselves. That definitely can be inspired. All right. Tell everybody what's next, where they can find you on social platforms for those that may come across this, whatever. Like, you're on TikTok. Like, what are you on? Like, where can people find you?
Over social media, TheRealMo'Siah. That's it. TheRealMoSiah. Period. That's it. Next coming, more Big Bob is coming your way.
Love that. Love that. All right, everybody. It's your boy Jason Harvey, TheRealMo'Siah, aka Big Bob.
You already know.
All right, we out of here.
All right. Bye.